Good evening. I've done about 3 or 4 videos now on crystal replacement on watches and battery replacement for watches, and the little general stuff is dial repair and how to fix a sweep second hand. And this is not for everyone, but I think for the beginner clockmaker who's learning the trade, who maybe he's sitting at home and he's tinkering on clocks, I think this is a good part of the business you should get into. So I made I think about 3 or 4 videos now showing you how to replace batteries and a few crystals. And what I wanted to do tonight is quickly go through just what it really takes to set up for this. Now, I want to give you an idea. You know, the other day I did six watches at a reasonable price per each battery I put in, which I would say a dozen batteries replacements would probably pay for most of your equipment, with the exception of maybe a really good crystal press. I thought we'd just go through it real quick. The first thing you're going to need is you're going to need the batteries, and this is a full assortment of batteries. And then you get into a few of these 5-packs, and these are your 3-volt lithium batteries, and you'll need an assortment of them. Not a huge amount, but an assortment of these. Your most popular battery is the 377. Most all the newer watches tend to be using the 377, but you'll need all of them. And I would say this little assortment here was about $95 to $100 for, you know, to set you up nicely in batteries. Now you, if you want to know where your customers come from, once they find out you can replace watch batteries, you don't have any problem with them coming in to get a battery or two put in. And I've had people bring a whole sack of watches in. You know, that's over $100 worth of repair just on putting watch batteries in it. So I think you guys should take a look at this if you're not into watchmaking, and you're not into you're just like a clockmaker, or maybe you're just into the learning how to make jewelry. This is a nice sideline that you should pick up along with everything you're doing. So let's look, and we've got the batteries here. So that would be your first thing that you'll need to get. And like I said, I think a $100 bill would probably do it, and pretty much cover most of the batteries you need. Then you'll need a case opener. Now you can buy these. Jules Burrell still carries them, and this one here I think is about 10 or 15 bucks. They're not real expensive, but it's a screwback case opener, so you can open the backs of some of the cases that are screwbacks. And along with this, you'll have to have some sort of a case holder. A lot of times those screwbacks are on so tight that you need to set the watch inside this holder here, and then you can put this in a vise. It's got a little device down here, and you just mount it in the vise, and then you can put your case opener on the back side of your watch so you can open it up. Probably should have put a watch in there, but I didn't have one handy. So you'll need that, and you'll need this. And like again, that's under $20 bill. So I've seen these on eBay, and these are just little case openers for the newer watches coming out are just huge. And so that case opener I showed you won't work. You'll have to get one that is a little bigger. And they make 2 or 3 different styles of this. This one here I just happened to pick up when I bought an assortment kit or something. It works all right for opening the bigger watches. So we got that, and we'll get that out of the way. Now you'll need your crystal press, and that's this one here. And I like this one a lot. This is a BB Crystal Company. Jules Burrell still shows it in their catalog and online. Right now it shows it's out of stock, so you'd probably have to order and wait. But it's $195 for this, and I believe you get one set of inserts, which is the inserts are right here. And these are all the different inserts you'll need to put your battery cases back together. A lot of times when you pop it back off, you can't get it back on without using a crystal press. So you'll have to invest in one. Now, I found one on Auto Fry website. It's called Auto Fry's. I'll put the link in the video here. It's on a couple of the other ones too anyway. But they're showing a closeout on a hand crystal press where you just hold on to the press. And those were like $10. Wow, and they come with the inserts. I think they're nylon inserts, but they'll work just fine. So that would get you a reasonable start for $10. And you know, then if you want to buy a better press later on, you can. So, well, that's the crystal press, and so then you'll need that. So then the next thing you're going to have are an assortment of case openers. This is if it's a pop-off case, you'll need 2 or 3 different ones. Some are sharper, some are a little dollar, and they make some other ones. You can find them on eBay. You can find them about anywhere. But you'll need a set of these. And then you'll need to go ahead and get a little voltmeter. This one I think I bought from Jules Burrell, and it's a nice little voltmeter. This checks your 3 volts. This one checks the load on your batteries. So when you take the back off and you're going to get into the watch and you take the battery out, first thing you want to do is check it and make sure it's bad. If it rolls over here in the back, if it's not in the green, it's bad. So if it's in the green, then they've got another problem. So with that, you know, then you got to kind of decide whether you can fix the watch or not. Then you got to get a set of gaskets. Now these are the gaskets that go on the back of the case, the back of your watch. And a lot of times when you unscrew one, it'll twist and stretch the gasket, so you'll have to put a new gasket in. And these aren't bad. I think about $35 to buy a set of gaskets. You'll need round and flat both, and they make them. Jules Burrell carries a nice assortment of these, so you know you got to have them, especially when you pop it back off in the gaskets is all shredded or wore off or it's dried out. And then for the crystals, if you're going to go ahead and put crystals in, which I showed you how to do that, these are all mineral glass. They're all round. They also make domes. For the domes, I don't carry them in stock. I just order them in if I need a dome. And we'll go on from, you know, that way you're not carrying quite so many. These are about anywhere from $1 to $6 a piece. And you'll have to get an assortment of them. But you don't need a huge assortment. You just get a small one, and then you can order in what you need if you're going to try and replace crystals. But they're so easy to put in, and they're a nice tidy little profit for you if you're into the clock business or the jewelry designing business. That's an extra sideline that you can pick up on. And then you'll need a set of you'll need a set of tweezers, a couple pairs of tweezers. Now they send you a set of plastics with your batteries, plastic tweezers, and I never use them. I don't like messing with them, but you can't short out your battery by touching both sides with your tweezers. So you have to either use, you know, you'll see in my videos where I just use the top of it and push the battery in, but you never grab a hold of the whole battery because you'll ruin the battery. So, and then a lot of times you'll have to blow the case out, the back of the case. So you'll use a little blow off, or if you got an air compressor. But I don't like to use an air compressor because it's too powerful, and I don't want to blow anything out of there, like a contact insert, or you know, or I can get underneath the dial, and you have some problems there too. So anyway, I think for about 150 to 200 bucks. You're in the battery business, and it would probably pay for itself in the first couple of months. Once people start realizing that you can do their batteries and their watches, and it's really a nice little business. So I just thought I'd bring this up so you can see what you're going to need. And from there, it's just a real simple procedure to put new batteries in, and lots of business there. So just have at it, and hope you enjoyed this little video on what you're going to need. So thanks for watching, as always.